Hello Gems! Today we're at Disney's Art of Animation Resort and we're going to do a resort tour and a review of their food court landscape of flavors. Let's go! Disney's Art of Animation Resort opened in 2012 at Walt Disney World, immerses guests in the worlds of The Lion King, The Little Mermaid, Finding Nemo, and Cars. It offers family suites and standard rooms, with the Big Blue Pool being the largest resort pool in Walt Disney World. Standard rooms cost upwards of $246 per night, while family suites will run you upwards of $529 per night, depending on the time of the year. The lobby, called Animation Hall, showcases the evolution of Disney's animation process. Detailed landscaping mirrors the film's environments, and life-size character statues such as a giant Ursula and a 35-foot King Triton add to the magic. Each theme section has realistic decor, like authentic road signs in the Cars area and a Pride Rock playground in the Lion King section. Interesting that the entrance here goes right into the gift shop. I didn't know that was a thing. But enter through the gift shop, I guess? Yeah, that's completely fine with me. We will check out this merch a little bit later. I want to start with the lobby. Oh, I love this lobby. If you're an animation fan, you will see sketches all the way on the side towards the entrance, and then it progresses to more detailed sketches, and I absolutely love that. You have all of the characters that are represented at this resort: Little Mermaid, Lion King, Cars, and Nemo. And I think that this is a really cool homage to animation and what this resort is all about. You can see here the drawings are more filled in towards the end. You've got some Lion King, I guess that's Lion King, and yes, some more Cars up there and around. Ooh, Lightning McQueen, that one's, wow, that's breathtaking. I just love animation, so this is the perfect resort for me. And then right across from the lobby is the ink and paint shop where we just walked through. And there are also these really nice paintings on the walls as well. Let me try to zoom in so you can see some. These are probably hand-drawn, hand-painted. And again, they represent all of the movies that are areas here at the hotel that you can stay in. So we'll be looking at that in just a moment. And then through the ink and paint shop, you actually have to walk through it to get to their cafeteria eatery called Landscape of Flavors. We'll do that a little bit later, but let's go outside and see what this resort looks like. So something really cool that I just noticed, if you go off the lobby to where the restrooms are, they have water fountains, but then they also have this water bottle refill station, which is really useful, especially because it's going to be like 94 degrees today. So stay hydrated. So here is the resort map. It's a very sizable resort. As I said before, the resort rooms are in 4 movies are represented here: Cars, Nemo, Lion King, and Little Mermaid. And they also have a lot of really good amenities. They have a bunch of pools that I will show you. And they also have access to the Skyliner. I think that that's probably the biggest reason that people stay here, other than it's cute and it's nice. But having access to that Skyliner, you can take the Skyliner to Epcot or Hollywood Studios, and that's really, really nice. And then, of course, the Animation Hall. I already showed you a little bit of how that's laid out, but a little bit later we'll go in each place and take a look at what they have. So yeah, that's Art of Animation. So the pool right outside of the Animation Hall lobby area is called the Big Blue Pool, of course themed after Nemo. And this is the largest resort pool at any resort on Walt Disney World property. It has over 308,000 gallons of water, and it is absolutely amazing. The theming here is really perfect. I like the coral stuff in the back, and then kind of all around the chairs and the umbrellas kind of follow this color palette as well to blend in with everything around it, all the buildings and everything. So let's go take a look at the Nemo section. Here's just another look at the pool from a different angle. You can see it is absolutely huge. Now in the olden days, they used to pipe in music underneath the water, but I've heard recently that that is no longer a thing. But I think that that was really cool, and that is a feature that they should bring back. So I've noticed a lot of people taking pictures with all of the artwork and stuff. I would say that so far, out of all of my resort tours, I've done all 3 of the All-Stars. If you're interested in that, I will put a link in the description. But this is definitely so far the most Instagrammable resort. They really have a lot of nice props around and stuff that you can show off to your friends on Instagram. So if you're interested in that, this is the resort for you. So going over into the Nemo section, you can see here the stairwell on the building. I believe that these resorts, or sorry, I believe that this resort is also handicapped accessible, elevator in every building, and it is also pet friendly. So keep that in mind. The theming of this building is right on point. You look like you're under the water. You've got Crush and all of the turtles in the EAC, East Australian Current, over there. And then we'll walk a little bit further and there's a big Crush there as well. So the pool area also has a splash pad for kids in the back. And I just wanted to show this really cool picture there, statue, whatever, of Nemo and Marlin going into their coral. You know, at the start of Finding Nemo, they're afraid to leave and they go out and then in really quick like real fish do. I always thought that that was really clever. And over here they have the giant Crush, and there's Dory with him as well. I love Crush, so this is just great for me. So over here they have this really cool little playground for kiddos, and yeah, it's a coral. You can climb in it. There's a slide and all kinds of little alcoves for kids to explore. And across from Crush you've got Mr. Ray over here on coral. Of course, there's a lot of coral around here at this resort, but he is huge and I am here for it. I love Mr. Ray. I think that that's a great statue. He's so cute. So if you walk straight back past Nemo, that is where you will find the Skyliner. So definitely, if you want to be close to the Skyliner, stay in the Nemo section. That'll be your best bet. But now you've got transfers to Caribbean Beach Resort, Hollywood Studios, Riviera Resort, and Epcot. You just walk over here past the bridge. Let's go take a look at the Skyliner entrance at the very least. So here is the Skyliner station. This is actually the exit where you would leave the Skyliner, and entrance is right over there. And then across the way is Pop Century. You can actually walk to there from Art of Animation. They share the Skyliner station. So I've actually never ridden the Skyliner, and I think in the near future my husband and I will do a Skyliner crawl because he hasn't ridden it either. We live here, we don't really use Disney transportation at all. We drive everywhere, so there just hasn't been a reason to use it, and we're both sort of on heights, and they're not air conditioned and stuff, and if it's really packed, you get stuck in a small car with other people. There are a lot of cons to the Skyliner that I don't really like, but yeah, I think we'll try that out soon. Skyliner crawl. Now, another great thing at this resort is they have a really nice, very long running trail. This is a pretty large resort and it is around a lake, and the running trail goes all the way around the lake, all the way through Pop and all the way back around. I'm not exactly sure how many miles that is. It does not say, but that is really, really nice. And you can see I'm actually on the running trail now. Here's the lake that you will run all the way around. Look how far that is over there. And then Pop is across the way. And now we're making our way over into the cars area. Now this area is off to the right of the Nemo area if you are facing the Skyliner station. So yeah, this is also a really well-themed area. Over here, the Cars pool, the Cozy Cone pool, I believe it's called. They actually have these cool cone cabanas, and you don't have to rent them. It doesn't cost any extra money, but they are first come, first served. So I suggest that you get here as early as possible if you want to stake your claim for the day. Over here, they have some love for Fillmore. I love that character from Cars. He's so funny. Volkswagen, and he's all sleepy and stuff all the time, is so funny. And this is probably one of the buildings here that you will see the most on social media, the Wheelwell Motel. And you have lightning on the outside. God, I'm so sorry. I forget the other car's name, the girl car in blue. If you know the name, please let me know in the comments. I'm sorry, I forgot. And over here we have more Cars characters with a huge tower of tires, and this building is themed Luigi's Casa della Tires. I think that that's just so great. It's so funny. And the final Cars building is themed Tow Mater Towing and Salvage. And you've got Mater over here with his little funny smile. I love him so much. So I'm going to do this out of order a little bit because it's 90 degrees out and I am very thirsty. We're going to go into Landscape of Flavors and order some lunch. So here at Landscape of Flavors, they have a lot of the same stuff that they have at every other resort. And I've tried pretty much the whole menu for the standard resort menu. As I said earlier, I've done all three of the All-Star resorts where I ate breakfast and lunch, so I have eaten a good portion of this menu if you want to take a look at those videos. So here's the menu. They've got a whole bunch of coffees and a mango tea. I might have to, or a strawberry passion fruit tea. Those both sound really good. They've got a bunch of nice entrees. The Mongolian beef looks interesting to me, and more pizzas and subs and sandwiches as well. The Land and Sea Burger is special to this resort only, so I think I'm going to try that. So when I do these resort tours, I usually get both breakfast and lunch just to show you what is available. So today I didn't get here in time for breakfast because I pulled up here looking to park here at the resort and I couldn't. The parking was only for resort guests, so I had to go to Disney Springs and find that bus stop because I've never used it before, so I didn't even know where it was. And through that process, I mean, it took me an extra, half hour to an hour to get here. But I want to say I haven't ridden a Disney bus in a really long time, and that was a fun experience. I miss it, actually. The bus driver called me Princess, and it was all, he was really, really nice, and I just love that. There is one item for breakfast that they have only here, and that is the character specialty waffles. They are just like Mickey waffles, but they are representative of the characters that are here at this resort, from Nemo, Cars, Little Mermaid, and Lion King. I forgot for a second. I'm starting to get tired. It's like 90 degrees outside, so I had to come in here to just rest and get something to drink, honestly. So yeah, sorry that I did not get here in time for the character waffles. I was really looking forward to them. But yeah, let's have some lunch and see what I picked. First up, I got the Mongolian beef. This is served with steamed white rice and vegetables for $14.99. Let's see how this tastes. Yeah, now let's get a bite with everything. Let's see how this tastes. That was surprisingly good. I really liked that. It is very, very different. I believe that this meal is specialty only to the not All-Star, Art of Animation Resort. I looked at the menus for all of the All-Stars and Pop as well, and I did not see this on their menu at all. Now, this was not available via mobile order either. I actually had to like walk up to the, counter and order it and everything, like the Dark Ages. But other than that, this is really, really good. I'm glad that I got out of the heat and came and sat for a while because I needed something to drink. I don't know why I didn't bring water with me, so that was a rookie mistake. Don't ever do that. I actually got a Powerade here because that is the best thing to do when you're feeling dehydrated and all of that. Anyway, so the beef is really good. I'm not sure what cut of meat this is. It's nice and chewy. It's not tough. And the sauce on it is really good. It's kind of like sweet and tangy. I can taste soy in there, and it's very different than any other resort. Like the All-Stars generally just have pizza, sandwiches, and burgers, and that's pretty much it, and cupcakes and stuff like that. But yeah, this is also, I think, on the lighter side. This is a little bit more healthy than other options here. There's a good helping of vegetables in this. There are green peppers, green beans, and red peppers, I believe. I don't see any onions at all. So if you want something that is a little bit lighter fare and it won't make you feel that overstuffed, gross feeling that can happen, I would totally suggest this. The rice was also pretty good. It wasn't too dry. It's pretty sticky rice, which is my favorite kind of rice. At home, I have a rice cooker, and I make Asian-inspired foods all the time. So rice cooker is a really good thing to have. Yeah, I really like this. I think I would give this a 4 out of 5 tiaras. Next, I got the Land and Sea burger. This is a beef burger topped with a zesty shrimp cake, arugula, tomato, dill pickle, and remoulade sauce for $14.49. Let's see how this tastes. That was excellent. That, again, so different. I really, really love the foods here that just aren't your standard theme park fare. Pizzas, burgers, and sandwiches. Now this is a burger, but it's got this shrimp patty on top. You usually find shrimp patties in like Japanese cuisine. A lot of places like a McDonald's or Wendy's. Is that international? Anyway, they often have options with just a shrimp patty, not a fish patty, but specifically a shrimp patty. And this one's really good. It's nice and crispy. It has a great flavor. It isn't too fishy, but paired with the burger patty, those two textures go really well together. The burger's well cooked. It's a little bit more well done than I would like, but that's standard for theme park food in general. They try to cater to people, who don't love the pink or the red in the middle of a steak or a burger. Anyway, the sauce, there's this sauce on this that it's sort of gives me Thousand Island, but a little bit more spicy, a little bit more sort of New Orleans flavor, actually, I guess. And the bun, I love these buns. They are so soft and pillowy, and the top is just a little crispy. I love that. And then it's got pickles, arugula, and tomato. Now, the one thing I don't love about this burger is the arugula. I'm not a huge fan. It's so bitter, you know, so I've actually taken it off of this, but the pickles and the tomatoes are both really, really fresh and give this burger a nice kind of crunch to it. Yeah, so I really like this. And if you've watched my other resort tours of the All-Star Resorts, those all have a specialty burger as well, and except All-Star Sports. All-Star Sports used to have one, but for some reason they removed it off the menu, even though the picture of it is still on the menu. So I don't know what was up with that. But All-Star Music had the Blues Burger, and All-Star Movies had, I forget what it was called, but it had caramelized onions on it, and it was excellent. I would say out of the 3 specialty burgers I've tried at the value resorts, I think I still really like the All-Star Movies the best, but this one is a very close second. I really, really like this. I would give this a 4 out of 5 tiaras.
For dessert, I had to try the Mermaid Tail Cupcake. This is a vanilla cupcake filled with pineapple and topped with coconut, buttercream, white chocolate mermaid tail, graham cracker crumb, crispy pearls, and glitter for $6.79.
Let's see how this tastes. Oh yeah, wow. So first of all, that cupcake is beautiful, very Instagrammable. I hardly wanted to eat it. It's a yellow cupcake with a pineapple filling. At first I thought it was lemon, but then I was like, it tastes a little different, so that's pineapple. I love pineapple. And yeah, the buttercream on top is a coconut flavor, but it's not, it doesn't even taste like coconut. Like I can't even taste it, actually. But then it's got graham crackers on top, like the ocean and the beach. I think that's really cool. Anytime there are crisp pearls on something, I absolutely love that. It adds a really nice texture, little crunch to each bite. Not each bite, because there aren't that many on here, but yeah, very good. I love it. I will say it's a little bit cold, so the frosting has hardened a little bit, but let's take a taste of the mermaid tail. Let me eat a fin. I believe this is just white chocolate. Yeah, white chocolate. That is really good. I love the design. It's very artistic and a nice nod to Ariel, Little Mermaid, as well. This cupcake is a specialty cupcake that is only available here at Art of Animation, so that's why I ordered this. Every single thing I ordered today was specialty to just here. When I was at the All-Stars, most of the foods were available everywhere. They all just had one cupcake and one burger special to each All-Star resort, but Art of Animation has a ton of different specialty things, so I wanted to show you if you're staying here or if you're just coming here to hang out and eat, there are a lot of really cool options that you can't get anywhere else. I would give the Mermaid Tail Cupcake a 4 out of 5 tiaras.
I also got the Cookies and Cream Sundae Cupcake. This is a chocolate cupcake topped with cookies and cream, buttercream, rainbow sprinkles, and chocolate ears for $6.29.
Let's see how this tastes. That was really good, very chocolatey. Cookies and cream is my favorite ice cream flavor, and so when I saw this cupcake on this list, again, I did not see this cupcake on any other list for any of the other value resorts, so I believe that this is also a specialty cupcake that is only available here. And yeah, that was really good. It was more like your standard cupcake. There's nothing inside of it. So that was a little bit, I really like when they have a filling like a raspberry or a lemon or something to sort of provide that moisture. Now, even without a filling, this cupcake was actually very moist. It wasn't dry, it wasn't mealy, it had a really nice texture, cooked very well. The icing is where it's at with this cupcake. The icing is absolutely fabulous. But again, because the cupcake is served so cold, the icing had kind of hardened, so it isn't as easy to eat. I would suggest eating this with a spoon, actually, because fork, it just kind of falls off. But I would suggest this to anyone that is staying here. If you like chocolate, you'll absolutely love this. I am going to give this a 4 out of 5 tiaras. Now let's go continue our resort tour. Let me take you over to the Lion King and Little Mermaid areas that we haven't had a chance to look at yet. So the Lion King area has a lot of copyright music that's playing. So instead of me walking and talking through it, just enjoy this montage of the Lion King area. Now we are moving into the Little Mermaid area, another aquatic themed area, just like Nemo, except Little Mermaid. Oh look, it's a dingle hopper and a snarfblat. And over here we have all of Ariel's treasures, her thingamabobs. And they even have Prince Eric's statue, which King Triton horribly destroyed in The Little Mermaid because he is the worst Disney father, period. And of course, over here at the entrance to the building, they have a giant King Triton. And while I say that he is the worst father because he destroys all of Ariel's things and all that, he does make it up at the end of the movie. We all make mistakes. And over here we have another pool. This one isn't terribly themed or anything like that, but it's a nice option. There are 3 pools, I believe, at this resort, so you have a lot of good options to keep yourself cool in the hot Florida weather. And right next to the pool, you've got Sebastian, of course, because this is where he would be hanging out. And then over across the way, you've got a big, big Ursula statue. I don't think any pictures or any video do this justice. You have to be here looking at it yourself. It is spectacular. And then the last building over here in the Little Mermaid section is Ariel herself. And she is there with her trusty pal, Flounder. Let's go head into the Ink and Paint shop and see what resort merch they have. So unlike the All-Star Resorts, this place has a ton of merch. There's this Nemo tumbler here. I love these kinds of tumblers because they hold a lot of water. And they have a t-shirt, See You in the Big Blue. I love that. And they have a mug as well. Very cute. And they've got luggage tags, actually. That's new. I have not seen that before. And they have a magnet for $12.99, so you can put that on your fridge. And the big surprise for me are these Loungeflies. Art of Animation Loungeflies. They are official Loungeflies. I did not know that they made these for resorts, but this is super cute. Let me show it. It says Art of Animation there. That is adorable. And it looks like a nice sized one too. My problem with Loungeflies is that they're just too small for me. I carry too much stuff to put in one of those purses, but that one looks pretty large. Then they have an Art of Animation pin here. That is very cool with Simba. And it says Art of Animation Resort on it. And then they have these cool Ariel ornaments. Also says Art of Animation Resort, and it has some sketches of her, but then also a figurine as well. Oh, and they have a Spirit jersey. Very, very nice. It's got all of the characters on it from every movie that is represented here. Love that. And then they also have a coloring book for kids or adults that want to relax. So I believe this mug is different from the one I saw before. The inside is blue and the other one's orange. And it's got a paintbrush as the handle. I love that. And it says Art of Animation on it. And they also have this more plain type shirt. It's a nice material. It's really, really light. So very good for these scorching summer months. I like that. And then they also have a different Spirit jersey over here with, I guess it's like a navy blue and a sort of ombre transition to white at the bottom. Let's see what the front looks like. On the front has Crush on it. That's so great. They also have some towels over here, but I don't know if these are resort specific. I don't want to open one and mess it up, but it is with all the resort merch, so I'm assuming that it is resort specific. And they also have this really cute little mermaid shirt that says Art of Animation on it, and it says make some waves. That's cute. Oh, and I missed the towel that's over here, a different towel. This one's definitely resort specific. So if you need a towel for the pool and you would rather not use the free ones that they give you because they're awfully small, then you can come in here and get your own. So one thing I love about the ink and paint here is that there are paint bottles around all of the walls that make up the shelves, and they have all kinds of different colors, and the colors, they progress as it goes on, from like a green to a yellow to an orange to a red over there. I really like this. This is definitely one of the larger merch stores at any resort, and they have a lot of things from, you know, toys to kids clothes to swimsuits and all of that other stuff. And yeah, I think this store is a great perk of staying here because it is one of the largest stores and it has a lot more merch than any of the All-Stars I went to. Then across from the ink and paint shop is the Pixel Play Arcade. Let's go and see what kind of games they have in here. Now all of the All-Stars I went to, their arcades were all completely different. Some of them have the same sort of games in here, but some of them are a little bit different. So it says Art of Animation. You've got your pinballs over here. That's always a fun time. This is actually a lot larger than the All-Stars. There are some people in here, so I'm not gonna like take you all the way around. I also don't know if you can hear me because it is awfully loud in here. But they got skee ball in the back, some hoops, your photo booth. That's awesome. A lot of little racing games for the kids. Wicked tuna for dads or moms that like fishing. Very cool. A lot of good games in here. A lot of opportunity for you to come in with your kids or adults that play video games like me and get out of the heat and get into some fun. So the last thing I'll show you in this resort tour is the transportation. Of course, you have the option of taking the Skyliner to Epcot or Hollywood Studios. And then for the other parks and stuff like Springs and Typhoon Lagoon, you come out here to the bus stop. It is right outside of Animation Hall, which is your standard lobby. And there are also these handy screens everywhere that tells you every bus that is operating right now and the time that the next one will be up. And I'm going to Disney Springs because that's where I parked my car, so the next bus is at 2:17, which is just in about 10-15 minutes or so. And there are also some nice places to sit if you don't want to stand in line, or if there is no line and there's no point to standing and you can just sit and it's in the shade. So that is going to do it here today for this Art of Animation resort tour. I like this resort. It is a lot more popular than the All-Stars because of the Skyliner, so there is that to keep in mind. But the theming overall of this place, I just absolutely loved it. And in terms of like a ranking for each section, my first would be Little Mermaid, followed by Nemo, Cars, and Lion King. Not only did they have a whole bunch of copyrighted music like blaring throughout the entire section, but that area also lacks the giant statues in front of each building, and so I didn't love that. It is still really well themed, don't get me wrong, but yeah, that's it for here at Art of Animation. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. Please do share. I'm really close to becoming a YouTube partner, and I just need you guys to share out my content a little bit more so that new people can join my precious gems. That's it here for today, and I appreciate every single one of you. Have a magical day.